we a Nigerian actor, a friend Jim Iyke. So name Jim Iyke. Director who Jim Iyke is here, or actor be a or Nigeria, Nollywood movie industry nima wajini din because a man feeling saying who fe. Not that screen is fine boy or acting so papa or sound so enim kasa very vocal no so hey a basa omobona agentro obebona agentro easily with no fear or favor. Na Obagana no koye interview ewo OK FM. No call OK FM no so okoka ansem bi wo ho. Asem no na ama aye hey wo krom. Ebi jinidi, ebi jinini. Ebi som ne adwen, ebi som ne nyadwen. Obi bisa na asem be no no fi Nigeria ababeto bomba magana hey. De oka nyina ne se oyo ba na nyame ya dom na ofaye funu onyem na owoba na ebia wantimi ne obema ant na se oba ne okunu oba ne okunu ana oyere ne okunu na se eka nko a na nyame adom obewo na oba no eye bema o say because of that aka nko a no akwara ne ye boy no we oba no ntimi hwe ne ye ti asem ne you or say oh yes single or say single mothers can't raise a boy child properly or so be a single mother so no kwa note anyame adom watimi a che ne ba no so wo oba na kra na ye be ma or say ontimi titi ni ye that's the word ontimi entity ni ye as obey man or say oba dey fine oba dey say ne oboniti ana oboniti bia ma no okana no anu akana tanu bia ma no ye bibia no acheni but obey ma dey o se ontimi titini o se obey ma bitimi ofi na otimi etene no ma ene ma koyi asemi ne ka din go me say me can be man can here make man your problem I'm go touch but still board of directors atena sin kwade omobeka because e be koso and a be so hadwin na ne yentimi nka ogana ha and ye two obofo set bragana na beka man precisely so and obofo na abeka munya kwa said mama make Ase moya sa kwa said ai mama beka o abeka Asama ya tena ho be 50 years estimation. Jim Iyke by Ababeka. Okay, but we me kotie send your kind no okan brofo do but me gidi say nyina timi hwe Nigeria movies e tia see die. Ya beti ase. Director ya ready. Ya hwe na e meto an command so area near phone lines.
Well, I think he got tired. My son is a horrible footballer. I don't know what gave him the idea because he's half black. He can play football. So they dribbled the hell out of my son. He got sick of being dribbled and he went to grab the ball. It was his ball. Now the white kids don't want him to leave with the ball. So they took the ball back. There was a scuffle. From the corner of my eyes, I saw when he pushed him down. So he left and rushed back to me. The parents of those kids were all lined up alongside me, right? So he came back to me crying. I didn't even act like I knew him. I didn't even turn. Wow. So he dragged my short like, I said, I don't know. Yeah, man. But there's nothing. And bro, he was 4 years old. He was about 4. I said, this is not open. This was my test of my genius now to see if he's going to, measure up. So he dragged my shorts a bit. She was from the corner of my eye rushing. That is the natural propensity of a woman to go aid him to pick. And I told her, don't you dare come near him. This is a conversation between two men. Just go back to what you're doing. And she was, now this is where you have to have somebody that follows you, that respects your leadership. She stepped back and watched. He sat down in the sand, cried a bit, and then these kids were taking off with his ball to the other side of the pitch. So he went back and won his shoot 4 against 1. Well, needless to say, he was the one that's better than I've been teaching martial art. So all this martial art taught you, what is it for? So he went in there, kicked some ass real quick, pushed down the biggest kick, grabbed his ball and started coming back. Now the parent got up and didn't I see was speaking French. I told him, apart from say, I don't understand. We don't have to have a language barrier for you to understand that your kids took my son's ball. Exactly. You didn't lift a finger.
It's so obvious.
Now he's gone back for war and took his ball back. And then now you're coming. Now he's man to man. You touch my son, I'll declare war all over the pitch. You know? Wow. So he said something, I know it was derogatory. Who cared? And he walked away. That's it. I've never been more proud of him then, but that was the unspoken understanding between us. I'm not here to help you. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to protect you. I'm here to provide for you. Wow. The rest you figure it out by yourself, and that's what makes tough kids. Wow. That's my idea of leadership.
Well, Jim Iyke, and you're saying in Kano, Okambrofo, me did say, and Tiasia the net down, and I need morning.
It's a story on narrative.
And to be at Tiasia. Okay, the voice they do say, and then acting for Sanompe. If you want to be seen as one of the best actors, you have to get that commanding, authoritative voice. Yeah, and you know. I mean, general nursing practitioner. And started starting because I want to start.
What about media more?
I want to start.
Whatever I will say, not because of my profession.
Okay.
But I'm a typical example.
You are also a father.
Okay.
Not that I'm a father. I grew up from single parenthood. I didn't stay with my daddy much. He was traveling. I remember 2 accounts before I come to what he said.
Okay.
A typical example like what he gave. Yeah, that's why we grew up around Bubuashi, Dakuma.
Okay.
Now we like riding bikes.
That's not one of my mepe.
In the family house. And my brother. We're 3 guys, but the first
one. Now we are 3 guys.
Yeah, we're 3 guys. But first one, they know we see by far, so we weren't rolling that much.
Okay.
It's only the 2 years interval. It's not a rolling power.
Okay.
And during vacation, my mom office bars in Uber. I'm not a fan. Not by 6 p.m. My choir, you could make a shema, your time about 5 penny a beefy. Yes, make a riding bikes, so and for all you know to Upia, obviously was station, because on the banner, not information that. So you got to a time, or lucky a bike. The bike is about a lucky, we'll still go and rent. And one and papa buy. Then my daddy came. We were like, you could rent a bike. It's a buy, no, and or chair come and papa so on boy. And my dad was like, where is our bike? And also I lock it. And papa was like, why? And I say, yeah, the chain too much. Oh, truly tonight me ride from Bubuashi to Accra, you know GTV. A chill baby. It's me ride it that far. One casao, he went and when was can you know what he came with? A scooter. Shadow. Obi I lucky a bike no. But just one for 2 and by bro one.
Okay.
And all this scooter say, he ain't true scooter no. I'm a lucky a bike no. So that should clearly tell you say the way men think are different from the way women think. Second example. Now, maybe I go school no, we had a chance to drive. Nice so. My brother was 14, I was 12 by then. But Obaswaya and I in the car, it was the old BM, I remember. So one day, we were watching the car, we got one chair driving now. He would tell us when tough for I'm sure driving. Meanwhile, on my car. So it wasn't making sense.
It was making sense, man.
Driving. But I also like a car, no, then we fit it with everything inside. And we've had a chance to drive other people's car on campus. You could square. Now, brothers will say, I'm the rounds. So one day I just told my brother, say, I'm into car now. It was a home. I was like, if you see my father, because say twice me I'm mistaken, but wow or sunwa or see me and so twice me by far very giant. I don't know. So I saw about boa on Yusuke no.
Or town.
Yeah,
then my mother go and bring a king. Say, but now, ebe moja wom timi then. Let's prove to him say we can drive. So we start in and lucky. And yes, central we say okay, they start lucky. And we spark the car. But is a spark the car na the MC no be jump porch no it try opening and we moved. And come baby I got down here and buy. So buy him say there be boy. So right they was scared. They did that but just man so I can't show you. My mom was just split the mom make of tough time came you know. have a tune in chain. Pleading. My aunties were pleading. My daddy didn't talk. Feel the teacher won't see us. I said, no, man, wait. I go shut them more. It's in there. I want for my G and I just not lucky down in there. So they call me a freckle. I was scared and I entered the room. Things already mechi. But I fair and also buy. Or buy them, he didn't say anything. Already them no could dry. Or dry and no say and he asked military friends too. When I thought he was a military, my was a military. Do I not be my brother was going to cut Iyke and maybe cut front. Or 2 car no. By the name I move out Makati. Or 2 car no for Park, by Methodist Park. I'll speak. See, station I say.
Go back.
Yes, I mean, okay. Oh, you must shoot to you. We see it. And I was in brother no better front. And brother better front because Iyke. And I started here. This is dashboard. We see. And he started teaching us driving. Meanwhile, now my mom at home said, yeah, go camp and walk away. And I'm mobile phone soon does, but not landlines were. So they were calling the people on one landline. So my part time here, if you go away. Or train, you or join the board that man just now, I saw that man, New Apostolic Church. Or join the board on New Coin or Coto, not cook 1 liter about fresh and a big pie. And we went to a do you know. I say, yeah, in the house.
Obiesu.
My aunties, my uncles,
Myself by this time, yeah.
I'm going to say, I can't bring more.
Thank you. So when I saw everybody was shocked.
When I'm going to cookie.
That's like it a pie.
I was like, why? I see, yes, for them to move the car out of the house. I mean, they've had a chance to move a car in town.
Yes.
That you don't know. So if I don't teach them well, I'm their man never be fit.
Yeah, man.
So you see the way men think is a bit different from the way women think.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes it's good. And also just say, but I said no chicken one time we bring it's my mama who raised us till now. But also just say in back cannot raise children. But then when there is a man there are some potentials. Sometimes I told you now we were playing ball too. My mom killed that wenu in us. Or killed that spirit in us. I believe that if my dad was around, I would mind that exposure to go and play ball. So sometimes it's good for you to have the man around. Because the perspective at which a man will see things is way different. There's a third example that I wish is very naughty, so I wish.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
So the way Abema be trust idea no, it's different. It's very different. But my dad is a typical example. Well, let me give you a third one. The third one, the first time I brought the lady home. My shed I said no, but no. Yeah, we came to sports complex, like stadium, the best sports, and incidents happening. The lady came without the school bus. So finally I have to take care of. As I then to know my mom was at the family house, my dad was at his place. So I was like, me for no coffee, that's my mom's place or my daddy's place. And my daddy is difficult with money. Who pesca or difficult in terms of no calculations. My mom, the only man story no she released.
Okay.
So we claim more to the mommy side because of money. But so liberty or some things they have to go to the other side.
Okay.
The share I'm saying no, my mom better me disgrace. So I took her to my daddy's house. For PPA, the lady was standing there. I just entered. I was remember I don't lucky getting jail. I brought the lady home. So let her come. He said, sure, yes. Now I want to say some and other baby film. Remember, the coach feel like I said, what's the problem? I told him say, they left her for some fast school bus and back, and she's going a crab base.
No, yes, school bus.
I only be fear. My daddy didn't or maybe I need the was he when is she going back? I showed her the day we come back. And I was fine. Yeah, I was a basketball player too, so mom go call you be boss shots on the man. Do you know where we were going to sleep? I was feeling guilty. So I'm going down in chain. Me down or warm to cook. Yeah, I called.
Kena kekenda.
Kena Kedi.
Kena kedi.
No. He was ruling carpet. When you step on it, my daddy knows. You are not born to go to the hall.
And maybe mommy about the only children say, "Oh, dear boy, now I say,
Oh,
oh,
they
dear."
take. Oh, they take.
Papa, do you? Yeah.
Kena kekeni.
Yes, I try me.
Make a sample manati say. Make a sample. I did do the way to drop out at stadium again.
I see.
You see the way men.
Well, so these are stories. I'm sure, say Clifford is telling us that indeed, when men are in charge, the story is different. Well, we need to Roland to be share another story.
Well, for men and women story there, of course, especially when it has to do with parenting.
Okay.
We've all had some level of that feeling before. For me, I was very close to my dad than my mom.
Okay.
Anything I know how to do, it was my dad that taught me.
Okay.
Anything, from cooking to household chores to everything. Even outside, it was him. So I understand where Jamaica is coming from. And again, even biologically, we all know men are wired logically, women are wired emotionally. Men takes decision on logic, women takes decision on emotions. Majority of it. So sometimes, depending on the situation, however, there are some women, few of them, who, sometimes due to circumstance or maybe their form of upbringing, also give them that logical thinking, where they are sometimes able to even kill their emotional hormones and use their logical hormones. It happens. There are some guys who were brought up by their mothers. You will not believe it.
And I'm a living example.
Exactly. And it is because at a point, those few women are able to take that hard decision. Say, I will say, and that is what will happen. Just like a man would. Into we say, a few, but unfortunately.
Shout out to educator.
Educator.
Yeah. So, or no, say name.
Educator. Okay,
Educator.
So you see, and American. So sometimes there are just few women who are able to take that hard decisions logically. Majority of women will take decisions and emotions will take the major part of that particular decision. Intina, when you even listen to the narration that Jamaica, a kind of me, a biatomeda. But unfortunately, you're not a bano koeko winning fight. Me ko shame flat. Oh, yeah, shame flat. Because I went out to play ball and I was bullied. And I came home to complain. And my dad was like, hey, oh, Baba complaining actually, why? Who do you think should fight for you when no one is around?
Go and fight your fight.
Go and fight your fight. He went down, not a day call park and so yes, I shame him. Wham. Now, Miss Onwas, I didn't be
see you know.
every day. Next time, oh, quiet. That is what he said. Yes, he told me point blank that that is how life is. It near always now be obi a manager which in certain situations.
Yeah.
There are some situations you need to even fight, decide for yourself there and then. And that is it.
Take things into your own hands.
Take matters into your own hands. But at that same period, my mom was weeping like I was dead. Especially when I came to complain and my dad marched me out to go and face whatever I was facing. That is it. So sometimes you may need that masculine, that logical stand in your life. And one year, and this thing, we are not only talking about upbringing, but even certain decisions that you as a child, your parents are gonna take it in your life. It is not only about say, oh sorry, you say, and now this is how you are supposed to behave, or this is how you are supposed to live your life. But even certain situations or certain decisions as far as your upbringing is concerned, who you would even be in the future self. sometimes you need that person to take that hard decision and say, and what say we say. There are certain things that I always say, left to my mom, I wouldn't have learned how to do it. Me not being lazy with work or any other thing that has to do with work. It was my dad. The funny story is how he even made us sell, me and my kid sister.
Okay.
We sold my Tom Pure Water, my Tom Beko, the Clifford. Educator. You see, I sold pure water, I sold pepper, and saved. My dad made us do it because he wanted to teach us. He wanted to teach us how to work and save. And it wasn't as if he was not ready to take care or he wasn't capable of taking care of us. This is somebody that, or like he was taking care of us, he was okay, well to do. You understand? But yes, still, he gave us that upbringing. And I'm sure, say, left to my mom alone, we wouldn't have, because my dad traveled for like, I think 5 years or 6 years during a time. And that period, it was more than a holiday for us. To the extent that even my dad had to even let us leave my mom to go and stay with my grandparents in order for us to get that level of hotness to take certain hard decisions. So I agree with what J-Mike is saying, but just that they are able to also kill that emotional side of them, biological emotional side, and use the logical side. And when you see them shape a man or even shape some women in society, you will know that yes, this is the path they took. So I agree with J-Mike.
Well, we are closing. After Chemo, I'll be activating the phone lines, so you can also call in to contribute to the conversation. Message kakranso about Mary D. Chemo Kasaria. Chemo enti fire corner. Read the messages finally. Of course.
Say some way back na ye kan. Ye nyankofo bebre a omutimi di omho share asem omunyi omho nsi nchen. Nti wo hu say emotions no it take precedence over ebia logic and even empirical observations are nipa na akra ye. Ebia say nipa na abrabo mu no obetumi appoint out say we na from single parent, we from single parent, we from single parent. But no, okay, obey say empire be a woman and papa. Me to me a single parent, but me a papa. And you uncle defend this omunya papa. Obey defend it omunya papa just based on unknown circumstances.
Okay.
Or no debate. And you know by when we are talking about issues like this, a generalization and then the personal experience of the person. And you know, you can still say yes, personally, no, me a single parenting from the mother side, I'm okay. But me sure me and my friends be almost from single parenting. I think say be a single parenting or do make a crowd so yeah. But most people will use themselves and defend it or go against it instead of seeing other things surrounding them, not just themselves. Nice experience na
okay.
Clifford and Roland Ashe. Means me with the same experience. Just me I was closer to my mom than my dad. Me mom in the church, me never be surviving skill and everything. By my father's influence, I cannot discount it. He was more watching from afar. In the or not all me can be, but he has influence on you.
Okay.
That's how my dad was doing his thing. Me father say wabano akacha say kusia de on can be told that. But say also kusia de na be say be bia or betro. There were certain things that on me yet na Africa there I wasn't conscious of them watching television. Or no never be friend me say yanko 7 o'clock news. Or ya na be oh yanko 7 o'clock news. In the about 7 maybe I will be as a coffee me father you can 7 o'clock news. One instructing me that say ebia me new crash but or yeah ma o new crash na 7 o'clock news dey make akoshe. Oko we kwa football and I be odem beko. And you know on me and nanti ye never be a one said instructions, but it was having influence on me.
Okay.
But the surviving skill was coming from my mom. Do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that. No, me mama na ne sad no intino. Say obenya 2 parents in the home there. It will always be better than just one parenting. No interest be obi a only single parent no. Obi a bad and yes I na can.
Okay.
Say single parent no ha o lucky bibi no na Jim Iyke can. Onka say obi a oye out of single parenting be a bad and yes I na can. But person church say obe lucky bibi if both parents are not there.
Yes.
And also just say baby both parents will be no papa.
Yes.
Because your parents be a omienu or but omuniema bi nkoye into number influence you in a bad way.
Exactly.
And also by ye can you generalize and say do saying NSC. And one thing I hear for sure is say when there's only a woman involved and or taking care of a man or a boy, a difficult kakra. There are certain things oba beya obey you the nurturing side of her, the tender side of her no be man yes I say Rolanda ono ya bu na obeka say koni ensa mo na su enyansa oba enye sa but se be man yes na onim say wo ye be man in your life you may be facing difficulties.
Yeah.
Are you ready for it? And as the bia obedwane abefi say obi nkoye ma ebedru baby you may not get that thing. And you know this is very emotional and very sensitive because when we are talking about that single parent thing, it goes beyond say omo na woman as in say ono na mother or a single parent sabre ni bu food and the reason is that be man onye papa na meja na was a single parent me say me ba sa na odwuno ntino o ma asem na nkasa so ne circumstances no and or the argument ntu for say single parent is not good. Na the boy food.
Yeah.
On you question I say, oh, it's not about you, your relationship with your man or whatever. It's about the upbringing of the child. No, or enroll
baby mama
because no, it's a baby mama issue now. And no baby. So what Jim Iyke he is right. Yes, it's difficult for us to say it in the way I be accepted by. Just think about it. Say one and it's a bema account in terms of even a duma obey and said the overshow ban. Obe say difference womb. So where Yanisa do your best, but know that if you had the other partner helping you, it will be better than you doing it alone.
Wow, solid submissions from my panel members. But interestingly, I also have a different story. Me, it was my mom solely. And everything I have become, everything I am, it was my mom.
Yeah.
Me, I never saw my father because me time I'm say 3 months or saying me papa free. So I didn't get any father influence. But me mommy, ono one bebo, ono one the baby, the mommy father no hard woman.
So you
see, some man koba ono one best story achiwa. I say emrebi. Edumi bi obum na mitim say me ho ye de chen ba ma me ne person obum say. Ba ma do dia you say me ka say me fight back out but still ma me ne person obum go ma ko bobo.
It is because emotional side of being a woman.
So yes, some women can.
Exactly.
But always the majority.
Yes.
That's the majority no muntimi nye. Some women can, but me
they are just few.
Well. We adesua ye nyina yesua wa ha